boy sees a girl. He wants her to marry him, but does he ask? No. He kidnaps her instead.
Warning first, this video is a little bit jarring, but it does have a happy ending.
The world is a stage, and various cultures take their performances to extraordinary heights or depths. Human cultures are vast and diverse, each with its own set of customs, traditions, and rituals that shape the way people live and interact with one another. From the cinnamon shower in Denmark to bride kidnapping in Kyrgyzstan, the world is full of unorthodox traditions and customs that may surprise you. Let's have a look at some of them. Cinnamon shower in Denmark. While you might hear stories of cinnamon showers in Denmark on a 25th birthday, there's a quirky tradition known as Kanelballer, where unmarried individuals who turn 25 and are still single may be subjected to a lighthearted ritual involving cinnamon. If you're not married by your 25th birthday, friends and family might playfully douse you in cinnamon, whether it's sprinkling it on your head or covering you in a cloud of cinnamon dust. The tradition stems from the idea of gently teasing and celebrating single friends as they reach this milestone birthday. It's not meant to be taken seriously or as a form of embarrassment, but rather as a playful way to mark the occasion and share in the joy of friendship. After the cinnamon shower, it's common for the individual to receive well wishes and perhaps even a cinnamon-themed gift or treat, such as cinnamon rolls or pastries. And what's more, if you turn 40 and are still single, that's when the rocks and the pepper spray come out. Just kidding, don't take this one seriously. Gloucestershire, cheese rolling in England. Forget marathons and track races. England's Gloucestershire cheese rolling is a competition unlike any other. It's a hilarious, heart-stopping...
You're not going to tell me you come here especially for the cheese rolling?
I'm afraid so.
Are you mad or what?
An undeniably cheesy tradition held every year on Springbank Holiday Monday near Gloucester. Dozens of people throw themselves after a roll of cheese from a steep hill, igniting a unique and adrenaline-fueled tradition, the Cooper's Hill Cheese Rolling. And Wake is centuries-old event, held annually on the Springbank holiday. This captivates participants and spectators alike with its sheer excitement and sense of tradition. The main attraction involves a 9-pound round double Gloucester cheese is rolled down the hill, giving a 1-second head start to the players who chase it down the hill, while daring individuals to race downhill in pursuit.
I twisted my ankle a while ago and then I hit the same spot again just now, yeah.
Amidst cheers and laughter, participants tumble and roll, showcasing both bravery and foolishness in their quest to capture the rolling cheese. Despite the inherent risks of injury, the allure of this eccentric spectacle remains irresistible, attracting visitors who seek the thrill of the chase and the camaraderie of shared adventure. So, if you're looking for a unique and unforgettable experience, head to Gloucestershire in England on the next Springbank Holiday Monday. Boot tossing in Finland. The Finns are known for their saunas, Sibelius, and champion-level welly tossing? That's right. Every year, the town of Rahi throws a competition unlike any other, the Boot Throwing Championship. It's not just about brute strength. It's a symphony of technique and welly-flinging finesse. Competitors unleash their inner catapult, aiming rubber boots for maximum distance. This quirky tradition started in 1992 and has become a national and even international phenomenon. There's even an International Boot Throwing Association, dedicated to spreading the gospel of the glorious boot toss. Think you can out-hurl the Finns? Think again. The current records are held by Finnish nationals. Teppo Luoma launched a boot a staggering 210 feet. That's almost the length of 2 basketball courts. And Sari Turkan reigned supreme in the women's category with a mighty throw of 135 feet. But the championship is about more than just bragging rights. It's a celebration of Finnish culture, a chance to gather with friends and family. Partita a Scacchi, Marostica, in Italy. Partita a scacchi, or living chess game, isn't your ordinary chess match. Instead of pieces carved from wood or ivory, the chess game features human actors who become living chess pieces, adorned in elaborate costumes that transport you back to the 15th century. The historic Maristica lower castle serves as the giant chessboard, its central square transformed into a checkered masterpiece. The event is held every second weekend of September and is a vibrant celebration steeped in history and tradition. It commemorates a legendary love story between two noblemen vying for the hand of a beautiful young woman. Legend has it that, unable to agree on a duel, they settled their dispute with a game of chess using the town square as their board. This is more than just a game. It's a cultural extravaganza that brings the town alive. The townspeople dedicate months to preparing the elaborate costumes, meticulously researched to reflect the Renaissance period. The event is accompanied by music, performances, and a festive atmosphere that immerses visitors in a bygone era. Bride kidnapping in Kyrgyzstan. Bride kidnapping, also known as alakachu in Kyrgyzstan, is a controversial and deeply ingrained cultural practice in certain parts of the country. Despite being officially illegal, it continues to occur, particularly in rural and conservative communities. In a typical bride kidnapping scenario, a man and his friends or family members will forcibly abduct a woman, often against her will, with the intention of marrying her. The abduction may be planned or spontaneous, and it can be a traumatic and violent experience for the woman involved. While some instances of bride kidnapping may involve mutual consent between the couple, many cases are non-consensual and involve coercion, intimidation, and physical violence. Women who resist abduction may face social stigma and pressure to comply with the marriage, especially if they are taken to the groom's family home. In 2018, a woman was killed during this practice. The relatives of a young Kyrgyz woman say she was murdered by a man who twice abducted her and tried to force her marry him. Despite efforts by the Kyrgyz government and local NGOs to combat bride kidnapping through education, awareness campaigns, and legal reforms, the practice persists due to deeply entrenched cultural norms and attitudes surrounding gender, marriage, and family honor. It's crucial to understand that bride kidnapping is not a harmless tradition and should not be romanticized or trivialized. It is a violation of human rights and a significant public health concern that requires ongoing efforts to eradicate it. Roadkill Cookoff in the West Virginia. While some might turn up their noses, West Virginia celebrates a unique culinary tradition, the Roadkill Cookoff. Participants typically do not actively hunt or kill animals for the event. Instead, they use animals that have unfortunately been struck by vehicles on local roads. These animals are often collected by authorities or volunteers who patrol the roads for safety reasons and to clear any roadkill. Participants gather ethically sourced wild game, from deer to rabbit, squirrel to bear, and yes, even crocodiles, if you're feeling adventurous. All harvested from the unfortunate victims of roadside mishaps. Chefs, both professional and amateur, unleash their creativity. Imagine fried venison wontons, teriyaki marinated bear. Intriguing, right? Or perhaps a comforting squirrel gravy over biscuits. The competition is fierce, with judges awarding prizes for the most inventive and mouth-watering dishes. The Roadkill Cookoff is a delicious adventure, not a culinary nightmare. Coming of age in Brazil. Some communities of Brazil test their young boys typically around the age of 12 or 13 years with extremely painful trials to know if they are ready for adulthood. Boys venture into the jungle to collect bullet ants, notorious for their stings, said to be 30 times worse than a bee. These ferocious insects are then woven into gloves made from leaves. The boys must then endure the searing agony of wearing these gloves, teeming with angry ants, for up to 10 minutes, repeated 20 times throughout their lives. The excruciating pain is a test of courage, resilience, and manhood, but the purpose goes deeper. By enduring such pain, the boys are forced to confront their fears and develop the strength to overcome adversity. It's a symbolic representation of the challenges they'll face as warriors and future leaders of their tribe. The ceremony also serves as a powerful bonding experience, forging a sense of unity and shared struggle among the young men. The ritual is also deeply rooted in cultural traditions and spiritual beliefs. bulls, symbolizing the interconnectedness of humans with the natural world and the importance of respecting and understanding the environment. Running of the bulls in Spain. Imagine dodging a snorting bull in a stampede of thousands. That's the exhilarating reality of the running of the bulls in Pamplona, capital of Spain. This historic town explodes with the San Fermin festival in July, which is a week-long festival filled with music, fireworks, and a tradition that's equal parts daring and dangerous. The real test comes in the morning. Forget your usual jog. The running of the bulls is a heart-pounding dash alongside 6 powerful bulls for a distance of over 800 meters. The run starts at the Santo Domingo Corral, where the bulls are released, and the route winds through the narrow cobbled streets of Pamplona's Old Town, finishing at the city's bull ring. Despite the dangers, the running of the bulls remains a beloved and deeply ingrained tradition in Spanish culture, symbolizing courage and foolishness, but the exhilaration of living life to the fullest at the same time. For many, it's a once-in-a-lifetime experience that leaves a lasting impression and fosters a sense of camaraderie among participants. Hikikomori in Japan. Over 1.5 million young Japanese men withdraw from society, isolating themselves in their rooms for months or even years. Known as hikikomori, they disconnect from school, work, and social interaction. There's no single cause for this behavior, but it can be triggered by bullying, academic pressure, or cultural emphasis on conformity. This phenomenon isn't just about staying indoors occasionally. It involves a significant withdrawal that can last for months or even years. It can be a complex issue with potential mental health implications like depression or anxiety disorders. Rental Sisters is a young woman hired by families who act as companions to help hikikomori reconnect with the outside world. They build trust over time and encourage them to leave their rooms and eventually rejoin society. These women don't have formal medical training, but families pay for their companionship and support in coaxing individuals out of isolation. While the reasons behind hikikomori are complex, Rental Sisters offer a unique form of support, helping some individuals rebuild their lives. Mud race in Netherlands. There's a wild race where people ditch clean clothes for a unique race held in mud. Yep, you heard that right, a mud race. Dozens of runners charge through a field, covered in glorious gloop, with laughter echoing louder than tired gasps. These runners are mud masters, and it is not your average competition. Imagine a thrilling adventure where brave teams, geared up and ready for action, come together to face challenges. They start by diving into a muddy pit, risking getting sucked into its depths. Amidst the flying mud and adrenaline-fueled rush, spectators roar with excitement, adding to the electric atmosphere. The mud race isn't merely a competition, it's a grand celebration of grit, determination, and victory. So grab your gear, rally your teammates, and prepare for the ultimate muddy adventure in the Netherlands' most exhilarating event. Groundhog predicts weather in United States. In the United States, an age-old tradition involving a groundhog predicts the duration of winter each year. This event, known as Groundhog Day, occurs annually on February 2nd. The most famous Groundhog Day celebration takes place in Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, where a groundhog named Punxsutawney Phil serves as the official forecaster. Thousands of spectators gather to witness Phil's prediction, which is delivered by the Groundhog Club's Inner Circle in a ceremony filled with pageantry and tradition. While the accuracy of Phil's forecast is often debated, Groundhog Day remains a beloved cultural event that brings communities together to celebrate the changing seasons and the whimsical folklore surrounding this curious creature. Whether Phil predicts more winter or early spring, the festivities of Groundhog Day serve as a lighthearted reminder of the enduring connection between nature and human tradition in the United States.